Good morning and welcome to the Morning Sprint. I'm Brittany Weir, bringing you the top 5 stories of the day. Any questions, comments, please leave that in that comment section below and I'll take a second to look at those. We're going to start this morning with that big talker everybody's been talking about overnight is that weather. And if you've been on the roads this morning, you've probably seen the rain, but we're also seeing some ice in parts of our area. So take a look at this footage. This is from the Bent Mountain area. You can see some of that ice there on the roads. From our meteorologist, Chris Michaels, he says a mix of rain and freezing rain continues to move through our area this morning. So something you want to be on the lookout for. Again, this is footage from Bent Mountain. You can see some of that ice there on the plants, some zoomed in footage there for you. Well, the bulk of the ice has been seen in the higher elevations, including Floyd, Bent Mountain, Christiansburg, and Highland County. Your local weather authority says precipitation will wrap up midday through the afternoon. But just something to keep an eye on if you're on the roads this morning, just to be safe out there, give it a little slower time. But for the most part, I was just seeing rain this morning. But again, like our meteorologists say, this was in the higher elevations. But we did want to show you that footage. And also something, a lot of people had questions as to why VDOT was not pre-treating the roads for this. Well, they say they are ready to hit the roads this morning if necessary. But a VDOT spokesperson for the Salem district says they'll spread sand, ice, melt, and other abrasive if the roads need it. Well, they say last night's rain would have just washed away any pre-treatment that trucks put down. So still VDOT warns drivers, though, to take it slow this morning. But again, that is why they were not pre-treating, just because the majority of this was rain. So like they said, anything they would have put down, it would have been washed away in this. But again, as we get more into those winter months, as we get colder, if there is snow in the forecast or anything like that, we will keep you updated on what we are seeing. And a family in Bedford County is lucky to be alive after their home was destroyed in a fire just weeks before Christmas. This is footage right there of the fire trucks. Well, they were asleep when they woke up to smoke alarms going off, and they say they saw flames coming from the attic. Investigators believe that the fire on Artwood Drive in Huddleston started either from their wood stove or it was electrical. And you could just see all that footage right there of that damage of the home. It is just really hard to kind of take in and think that this was someone's family home, and luckily no one was hurt, but they did lose 3 guinea pigs. Firefighters also rescued a goat on scene. A GoFundMe also has been set up to help this family. So if you would like to donate or help them out, I mean, just look at that home, like we said, weeks before Christmas. We do have a link to that GoFundMe on our website. You can find that on WSLS.com. And now we're going to move over to a story that we were covering in Allegheny County. Take a listen to this.
All 4 of these deputies here, they didn't hesitate. They stepped forward and showed courage under fire.
So that was the Allegheny County Sheriff talking about a difficult day in March when law enforcement responded to a shooting at the Farm and Fuel in Covington that left a police officer, bystander, and a suspect dead. Well, the sheriff honored 4 deputies for their bravery that day, and 10 News reporter Connie Dietrich has the full story and was reporting on this for that ceremony. But again, there was a ceremony there yesterday to honor this and honor the lives of Officer Caleb Ogilvy, who was lost in that shooting. We do have that full story if you would like to take a look at it on our website. And if you're getting ready for the holiday travel, I know a lot of us are as Christmas approaches. It's coming up next weekend, which is hard to believe. Well, some good news for you. Those gas prices are seeming to be down. I'm happy to hear it. Some of us may be used to a sleigh to travel during the holidays, but most of us, I think we're going to stick to our cars, as you see there. And while soaring inflation means you may pay more for holiday gifts, drivers are catching a break at the pump. Spokesman for AAA, Andrew Gross, knows that global prices of oil, along with less expensive winter blend of gas, is behind a steady decline in prices. And I want to hear from you. Let us know, what are the prices you're seeing at the gas stations in your area? What's the typical that you've been paying at the pump for gas this week? Well, according to AAA, today's national average for a gallon of regular gas was $3.21. In Virginia, prices were a bit lower at an average of $3.09 per gallon, which is good to hear. And the lowest price across our region can be found in Allegheny County with an average of $2.79 per gallon. Oh, it's so nice to see that 2 back there, back on those gas station signs on those prices, because I know for a while those prices were really high. little tough to see. So happy to hear they're going back down. But let us know again, what are you seeing in your area? What are the gas prices? And also, will you be traveling for the holidays? Let us know. I plan on hitting the roads. I will be traveling back home to see my family in Pennsylvania. So I've got a little bit of a drive ahead of me. But again, when I'm filling up for gas right now, I'm seeing about like 280 something around that area. So that's what I'm seeing here in Roanoke. And see if we have any comments coming through about that. No comments at the moment, but that's okay. Thank you everyone for tuning in. But those are our top 5 stories of the day. And just a reminder, we're going to be revamping and refreshing the Sprint as we get into the new year. We'll have more details about that coming for you soon. We'll break it all down for you to let you know what's going on here. But if you have any comments or anything you'd like to see in this new refresh as we change things, let us know. We want to hear from you. What are some things that you would like to see? What are the stories you'd like to see us cover here on this live stream as we kind of get our viewers more involved in that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have a good rest of your day and stay safe on those roads.